Hi all, welcome to my channel. This is part 2 of my QuickSight lessons. In part 1, I had already talked about how to launch QuickSight and how to upload a CSV file into QuickSight and how to create some basic charts and graphics. I have given the link to that video here. I'll also include that in the video description. And in this second part, we are going to see a few more features of QuickSight. For that, you have to log into QuickSight. You can refer to my part 1 of the QuickSight video to see how to launch QuickSight. And once you are in the QuickSight landing page, you can go to analysis, and already AWS has added 1, 2, 3, 4. The last 4 analysis have been added by AWS, and this one I have added as part of my first part of the video. So let me open this one because we are going to do further work on that. So I had added just 3 charts, one donut chart which shows sales by region, then a KPI box, key performance indicator, which shows the improvement sales year over year, and orders per month. So these are the 3 charts I have. Now the first thing which we are going to check is how can I change the colors here? How can I change the theme? How can I change the overall look and feel of this analysis charts? So for that, what you can do is you can go to edit and go to themes. So right now it is actually using classic theme. This set of colors it is using. You can see that this is the first color here, and this is the second one, and this is the third one. You can change the order, you can add new colors, you can add new themes, etc. That's what we are going to do here. So I want to create a new theme. So how do I do that? You can just save this as, this is called classic theme. So I'm going to save this as classic 2 or classic 3, anything, any name you can give. And then I'll make only a few changes. So if you want to change this font, you can actually change the font. Right now it is Amazon Ember. If you want to change it to Open Sans, you can change it to that, or you can change it to Inter. So that is fine. But let us try to change the color. Right now it is this light blue color, right? So for changing the colors, you can go to data. So these are the set of colors included in this particular theme. If I want to change the primary color from this to something else, for example, if I want to make this as the primary color, just drag it to the first place. So you can see that the color is changing. And if you go to this one, you can see that it is using the first 3 colors, right? If you want to add any new colors, that also you can do. For that, you have to click on plus and then custom color. If you know the hex number of your color, you can do that, or you can choose it here. For example, this color, or I want some greenish color or some reddish color, you can choose, or blue, this blue, apply. So you can see that that color has been added, but I want this chart to use that color. So what I will do is I will just drag it to the top. So you can see that the color has changed. So this is how you change the color. Now you can go to layout if you want to change the look and feel of the overall layout of this analysis. So here you can choose border, so that border for each of these graphics will appear, and then you can put some margin on the sides. Select it, so you can see the margin has appeared, and between 2 graphics, if you want to add additional margin, you can add the gutter. So this actually looks better. So you can save this. So you can see that it has gone back to the original color. That is because still the applied theme is classic. I have made a new theme which is classic 3. If you want to apply it, just click on that, say apply, and you can see that the color combinations have changed. So this is about changing your theme or changing your color combinations. Now let me try to add another graphics. This time I am going to use map based visualization. So just go to visualize and then add, and then come to points on map, so that it will show the global map, and then you can show the size of sales per country, for example. So pick that. So here we have to add the country as one dimension, and then you have to add the sales. So the size of these bubbles shows the size of the sales actually. For example, in US the sales is maximum, and if you compare that with say Canada, in Canada it is much less. Now this sales is for all the industries. If I want to see industry wise sales separately, what I can do is I can add another dimension here in color. So where is industry? Yeah, industry is here. I'm going to drag it here, add. So now you can see that there are multiple industries, sales belonging to multiple industries in each country, and that will show up. For example, if you take India, the sales figures for each of the industries, it actually shows. So this is the map visualization. And there is one more type of map visualization. Let me convert this to that. I'm going to make it more clean. I'm going to just remove this. and then I'm going to change the type of this visualization. Right now it is points on map. I'm going to change it to filled map, this one. So now you can see that there is a color grade which is used based on your sales. For example, US, you can see it shows that the sales is on the higher side, but the lighter blues actually shows lower sales. Okay, now you can see that the size of these graphics is big, so sometimes you are not able to see all of them at the same time. Of course, you can adjust the size like this, but you are not able to see all these graphics at the same time. You can go to this actual size and then make it fit to width. So you can see that all the graphics you will be able to see. Though the size is small, you'll be able to see all these graphics. Anyway, I'm going to go back to actual size. Now, if you want to change the color combination of any of these, for example, this one, if you want to go back to a different color theme, what you can do is go to edit themes and then apply theme is classic 3. If you want to go to the classic theme, you can go to starter themes and then select classic and then say apply. So the color combinations will change. And again, if you want to go back to any other themes, for example aquascape, just select that and say apply. Your color combinations will change. Now you can have multiple sheets. So here this is the first sheet. If you want to rename this, you can just click on that and you can say my dashboard, for example. You can give any name, and then if you want to add another page where you want to add some different set of graphics, you can just click on plus, and here you can again add an interactive sheet. I'm going to make some change here. Layout, instead of tile, I'm going to use freeform and then see how does it work, and then click on add. So it has created a sheet 3. I'm going to make it my tables. Okay, and then let me just add a KPI. Even though I have named tables, I will add tables little later. I'm going to add a couple of graphs and I'll show you what is meant by freeform. For example, I'm going to add a KPI, and KPI will add same order date and sales, and order date let me aggregate by year. Okay, so I have created this KPI. Now I'm going to create a pie chart. So let me add a pie chart, this one, and this will be based on industry and sales. Okay, now I have created 2 graphics, and if you are using tiled, then you will not be able to overlap it, but if you are using freeform, you can actually overlap it. For example, if you want to add one graphics inside the other graphic, if there is a requirement like that, then you can use freeform and you can just add this one as part of an existing chart, etc. This kind of overlap is not possible when you are using tiled. So you have to decide whether the overlap is really required or not. That you have to decide based on your specific requirement. Now let us create a table. So again, go to visualize here and then add selected table. This is the table. And in this, I want to add a few columns. One is, of course, the order date. Just select the order date. Then I want to select the country. Then I want to select the industry and then the sales. Now the table is formed. Now if you want to interchange column versus row, what you can do is you can click on this. So you can see that the column versus row, it has been interchanged. Anyway, let me go back there. And here it is actually giving data per day. Right? We don't need that granularity. So go to order date and aggregate day and year. Okay. Now, if I want to do some conditional formatting, for example, I want to change the background color of all the rows which has sales figure of more than 1000. So what do? I have to select sales and go to conditional formatting, and in conditional formatting, select the column which is sales and add background color, and you have to add the background color when your aggregation or the sales is greater than 1000. Apply. So there was no color change because you did not select the color. So select the color and I'll put this color, apply. So you can see that wherever the sales figure is more than 1000, the color of the cell has changed, so that you can easily notice that. Okay, so for this session, which is the QuickSight part 2, this is all I want to cover. I'll come back with more videos on QuickSight and more videos on AWS. So please consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you. Bye.